I'm here with Natu from Team Curse. Your team came through to the semifinals at THOR Open 2012 in the second place in Group A after a three-way tie between your team, Copenhagen Wolves, and also Gosu. What is the feeling to not have your team's fate in your own hands?
We were confident about NIP, knowing how good they are. But of course, that was the first time I was looking at some other team's game that I was actually nervous about. Yeah, it sucks, you know. That just tells you that you haven't done a good enough job or something has gone wrong. So yeah, it's not good when you have to rely on someone else.
What happened in the match against Gosu? You were expected to win that match, but you lost to them. I heard that there were some problems with some crashes, also some graphic card dying. What happened?
Well, yeah, we expected to win as well, and I can't even remember that much about that game, to be honest, because I was so furious about the technical problems that were happening. Allo crashed 3 or 4 times, I crashed once. They changed my computer completely, and yeah, it was just horrendous. Like the first half, we had a lot of crashes. We played like crap due to, well, yeah, I think the biggest thing is not that you actually crashed, but the bigger thing was that we got pissed off about like the way that they were just telling us, like, you know, this should work. Yeah, it's just a combination of a lot of things, and yeah.
Do you think that if everything had gone as planned, with no crashes, no problems, that you would have won the match?
I mean, I still think they would have had an early lead in that game, but I'm sure we would have been more. We wouldn't have been as devastated and pissed off and just having some angry discussions, unless those things happen. So I'm sure it would have. Well, this is just saying as maybe, but it could have been a different game, of course.
Against Copenhagen Wolves, you played very well on the Inuk. You got to a great lead in the first half, 10-5 as a terrorist, which is very good. Are you happy with your team's performance against the Danish team?
Yeah, we were really confident about playing against them. We knew they hadn't had the best of preparations coming into this event, and I guess we kind of loosened up after the game against Gosu. We got told that we had a small chance if we win big, and we just told ourselves that, yeah, let's just win big and see if that's good enough. And T side, yeah, we've usually done pretty well on T side on Nuke. We changed a couple of things coming in here against NIP at first. Didn't go so well, but you know, they're a good team, and it was the first game for us. But a lot of close rounds against the Danish team. It came down to a 1-on-1 in the last round, and that we needed to have a 16-8 at least to advance, and we did that.
You will now face the team who places first in Group B. Looking at that group, which team do you think that will come out on top, and what team would you like to avoid?
I always thought that the B group was harder in that sense that there's so many teams with equal level that it's really hard to even predict the top 2. I think it could be any one of those teams, but considering how people have been praising Lemon Dogs, I would imagine that they'd have a pretty good shot. Onyxes has had quite bad luck in the events they've gone to, like DreamHack. They managed 3 ties. That's pretty weird, and you know, they're not a bad team, even though they just had a change in the roster. Also Absolute Legends is really hard to say. Like, we played really crap against them last time, but they have a lot of experience, good players and stuff. I guess we just lost to Lemon Dogs in the THOR qualifier, so I would like to play them if I had to choose. But yeah.
And do you think that it's possible to reach the final? For example, if you meet if you meet Lemon Dogs in the semi-final?
Yeah, for sure. And there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, we've been playing pretty well as of late. Just a matter of small things going the right direction, and we have every chance in the world to be in the finals this time around.
Now, talking about a different subject, yesterday the CS promo developers announced that the new beta version will come out on Sunday. What do you think about it? Do you think that he has a chance to become big?
I'm a bit doubtful about it becoming big. It depends. So it's so much about money these days and who's willing to put money where. As a game, from what I've heard, the new beta that is just coming out is pretty good. So it'll be going down to if there's investors and people that want to put money into it, and then I think that is the only way that it could actually become big. But if you asked me, I'm more certain that CS:GO is gonna start to get bigger, and but who knows? We'll see.
Will you at least try it?
Yeah, of course I will. Once we get home, I think it comes out on Sunday, I think. So when we get home, of course we're gonna play some and see how it feels and stuff like that. I'm sure everyone's gonna be keeping an open mind and see where things go. It's quite uncertain times for FPS games in general, so you can't say no to anything. You just, if you want to play, if you want to compete, then you gotta be open-minded, and that's what we're gonna do. Just see how things go.
Okay, thank you very much, Natu.